welcome to another episode of Modern Bar. Thank you for joining me today. Yeah, Fiji regain some confidence, build up their game with a really convincing win over Georgia, silencing some critics and all that, and affecting my Super Brew quite substantially. Unfortunately, I think this is just a symptom of what we call the turnaround sickness to Tier 2 teams, and something that a lot more and more we're noticing from games where teams perform well in the first game, can't replicate it in the second game, obviously due to turnaround. They don't have the depth to be able to replicate it like the first Tier 1 nations can, and then come back again once the right rest has happened. I mean, that really just showcases here as Georgia obviously fall victim to it a little bit, in my opinion, with the turnaround from the game against Uruguay. To be fair, not a tough game for them, but still. And I was really impressed with the Fijian scrums here. They really just were able to face them head on. It was relatively tight in the first half with Fiji running away in the second half. Again, showcasing that fitness problem we've discussed. And I mean, Fiji fell victim to it against Uruguay, so the circle came full circle for them. This obviously does mean now it's a fight out for that last spot. Unfortunately, Fiji having to go up against Wales for it. But to be fair, if I was a Welsh fan, that would be the worst news, because Fiji definitely can and will take on the best team in the world if they need to. So I definitely wouldn't write them off. Georgia, on the other hand, have a little bit more work to do. But at the same time, I don't know if they can really pull much more than that. Although, so to be fair, a good showing in this World Cup for them. I'm really impressed. It was a good game with some stunning Fijian tries. There was some tries that you just can't see in any other game. So always fun to watch them play. Georgia, unfortunately, the reason that the scoreline looks like it is just mainly because they couldn't. Their game plan is effectively dominate up front, and they couldn't. I mean, there was just scattering of them around there. So that's sad to see. If we get into the stats, 559 run meters to 343 just showcases the ability of the Fijians to run, and the Georgian defense being quite poor. So I mean, 70% tackle percentage is not going to help anybody with not a lot of tackles in the game, to be fair, but still 94 tackles. If you're missing 40 tackles, that's terrible. Whereas on the Fijian side, again, this is probably where you could definitely say a team with harsher attacking qualities and more powerful attacking qualities hurts the Fijians, as they only had 84%, with such a dominant performance, still only at 84% tackle ratio, which really notices why, unfortunately, their defense falls apart if you really push at it. But yeah, getting into the next game, the Ireland-Russia game. The game, everybody felt that Ireland were going to at least get a little bit of their pride back. To be fair, they definitely did. It was a good game, strong performance from them, but not crazy convincing. I'm not going to lie. 35-0. I know that some people would say that is convincing. I don't feel it was. They pretty much did the same thing against Japan, where they played for about 30 minutes, got 21, and then slowed down for a while. Only really starting to gain dominance again in the last 15 to 20 minutes. Getting the last 2 tries. But it was a shaky performance, barring obviously some really good runs. The Russians actually did challenge them on quite a couple of fields. There was a lot of scrums on both teams got their scrums right, but Ireland did lose a couple of lineouts. So did Russia, but still, it was a little shaky, and I feel like a team like Russia shouldn't have challenged them in some of the areas like they did. Impressive defensive effort by both sides, though. I mean, talking like 89 and 90% tackle success rate. So credit to Russia, I think that was part of it. But I'm also going to say that this is a similar stat to what happened in Japan. So I'm going to argue that Ireland don't have the ball, the players to break the tackles to cause that reduction in tackle percentage. Because remember, just as much as you can have missed tackles, you can have people who break tackles. And it didn't seem like they were running into players instead of into gaps, causing this situation. So something a lot of people argue about it, and again, it happened here. Giving the team, even with not a lot of tackle quality, the ability to tackle quite well. So yeah, I don't, as an Irish fan, I wouldn't be overly impressed by this game. But to be fair, the bonus point is yours. You got the game you needed. Sexton kicked well. He played a little well. So overall, I think there are some positives to take for it, but not a performance you base the World Cup on. So we will see. Getting into tomorrow's game. South Africa, Italy, this is a bruiser, must win for both sides effectively. And South Africa, I've already gone through a video selecting their team. Sergio Parissa taking the field for this game. There is some drama about Eben Etzebeth having to go back for the Human Rights Commission, although SA Rugby have stated that there's no current plans and no official plans for him to come back, so hopefully that can hold off. be held off, and we'll see. Obviously, Jesse Creel. There's been some questions now. Jesse Creel may be coming back, but I don't. That's still up in the air. So we'll leave that off the field. I think this is going to be definitely a pinnacle in Russie's career. This is an important game. You can see it in the drama in the team and the focus and the sleepless nights of this team. This is essential, and we need to get strong performances from especially Faf and Pollard to take this over. If South Africa can win the dominant forward performance in the first 10-15 minutes like they did against Namibia, that's where the game's going to turn. If Italy can keep themselves confidence in that, I think it's going to be hard for South Africans to get over and win the first half. Second half, I think South Africa should take it, as I think there's a lot of conditioning in the team that's strong, but I worry about the first half, whether they can keep themselves in a strong position and don't give the Italians the ability to pull away in a lead. So yeah, I think it's going to be essential to win the forward dominance, especially to give Faf and Pollard confidence back so they can play well, and then also to get Mapimpi and Colby into space is going to be really, really good to see. I would love to see Willie at least also start to play a pivotal role in some attacking X factor. We haven't seen that from him this season. So those are the things I'm going to look out for in this game, and hopefully they come to fruition. But thanks, guys. Please comment, subscribe, all those good things down below. Cheers, bye.